The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it.
Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akimota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akimota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
Anyway, it feels good to be back again here on Sammy baby. And when we come back like this, because the weekend just finished with us, we come with more energy, we come with more style, we come with more fashion, and of course we want you to know that we are with you in spirit, in physical, and even in the space. We do this with you all the time. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome. And in the studio, my men are seated already. Roland Amate from Shatta Movement, Shagzy, Roland Report, YouTube, rolandreport.com, and T Dosu. In Team Dosu, the digital solution is also at the extreme end. You can call him Chamo. Chamo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and you know how we do it. When we sit like this, we discuss all our issues with you. So feel free to also drop yours, and let's do some more. Behind the scenes, digital Rasta is called Currency, who is doing our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Thanks for always choosing Sammy Flex TV for us to do this. Now, interesting lineup here on the show. Chemoja message. Obetorov. Obetorov. Chemo, Chemo, Papa. You misambo su wiska. I don't know. You misamba kazo and oh be in person to dive. Oh, hana mal list. Oh, honey, I'm my list. You throw list of course, that is why we are moving up and about. Today, I think somewhere last week I posted a video on my status where someone said, when ladies claim that their men are not having time for them and blah blah blah, they should know that there is no billionaire who is sitting at home eating the wife morning, afternoon, evening. No. Whoever is doing that is not rich. So if they want to accept that they're making these demands, blah blah, then when we go, they should also accept. They should also accept. Don't be calling me, don't be calling me, come in, what time are you coming? No, those nonsense should stop. allow us to go, and when you send the list, we can also take care of it. That is just by the way. Now let's continue. Now, before we even jump into any other stories, I would want us to do this particular one on Highlife music. As it stands now, when I still see conversation about Highlife music, I ask myself, hey, because the thing, people are cashing out on other things, but we are still here, still trying to find our feet, even to start with. The latest conversation on Highlife happened on Kwame Dazi's program on Joy FM. And one of the pointers that came out for discussion will be Dada Hafko, who himself a Highlife artist. I'm not too sure how aggressive he has been for the past months, because Hafko, we knew him those days, was really aggressive, but for some time looks like he's on the low a little bit, maybe for reasons best known to him. But he said that for us to really see Highlife music at the top, or the Highlife sound at the top, there is something as an industry we need to do. His suggestion is that we need to make Highlife category the topmost category, and he thinks that when we make Highlife category the topmost category, then the genre would now be respected and valued. Well, as much as this might sound good in your ears, I also want to ask my people that, is that really the solution to resuscitate or to bring back Highlife into the conversation? Is that the thing? Like, okay, award scheme in Ghana, we can talk about TGMA, which seems to be the biggest. We can talk about the revitalized 3 music awards, which is also following up. When we make Highlife categories the topmost categories, what would that mean? Would that revive? Is that the revolution we are looking for? Highlife music. A story was captured on My Joy Online. A video was also shared, but I'm sure we can just read a portion of the story and we can run away. It says, making Highlife's song highest award at TGMA will promote the genre, and that Hafko is talking. It says, Highlife artist that Hafko has suggested that if the Telecel Music Awards TGMA makes the Highlife Song of the Year category the highest award of the scheme, it will whip up musicians' interest in doing Highlife. In an interview with Kwame Dazi on Joy FM Showbiz A to Z, he said the TGMA is very influential brand. It's a very influential brand that can be used to advance agendas such as this. And there is a quote. It says, I believe that the TGMA platform is one that people will malign and say all sorts of stuff about, but it is a place where facts are established. If the TGMA comes to say this year the person who wins the ultimate is the one who wins the Highlife Song of the Year, do you know how many people would want to win the ultimate award? Do you know how many people would start trumpeting the Highlife agenda? He asked. He also advised people against mocking artists that choose Highlife genre. According to him, a lot of younger musicians shy away from the genre because some people say negative and British things about it. Recounting his personal experience, he mentioned that he has been described by some people as a villager for doing Highlife. Award so. Ro, you have been with some of these awards event organizers.
Sure.
And Dada Hafko is saying something. He thinks if we make the ultimate category about Highlife, it will push the Highlife agenda. Okay. Is that the case? Currency, I don't know if your screen is okay.
First of all, let me say greetings to our cherished viewers. It is true.
Okay.
It is true. Making Highlife the topmost, the topmost award on the night would definitely whip up interest in people wanting to do Highlife. But then it is not a straightforward jacket like that. This particular conversation comes to stamp one of the statements that I always make, that the music award schemes play or have played a very important role in saving some of the genres that we even have in Ghana. And with this is a proof of that.
Okay.
A genre like hip life is one of the genres that were saved, not by the musicians themselves, but by the award schemes. Should they scrub it off their scheme, you will never hear a hip life artist again. But till date, we still have artists who win hip life hip hop artist of the year or hip life hip hop song of the year.
But it's not the ultimate category.
Exactly my point.
Okay.
So in making it the ultimate, it will definitely influence certain people who would want to win the ultimate to tilt towards that particular genre. But then the reason why I'm saying it is not a straightforward jacket like that, or of which it is going to be a very difficult conversation for people who would want some of these things to happen, is that it is about interest and business.
Okay.
For the awards scheme. They are not doing the awards because they want to preserve hip life genre or they want to preserve high life genre.
Okay.
To them, that is not their primary motive. It is just a sub of the motive, the primary motive that they have. In fact, it may not even be part of their plans, just that out of the how do we call it, the glories that will come out of it would be preserving genres like hip life and high life. To them, even if scrubbing all the categories and leaving only Afrobeat category as the topmost would make business sense to them, they will do it. So now that comes to, so then how can we make this particular conversation like stand if that is what we really want to do?
Okay.
Now this is how we would have to approach the award schemes. The last time I hear Mr. Simons, musical chairman or president, said that they are going to look for funds to give to the person, the winner of the High Life Artist of the Year at the TGMs.
They are now going to look for funds.
They are going to do that. So that is one of the ways that if you want TGME to place premium on the High Life category, it is the only way. That is to tell them that we want to sponsor or give the winner of the High Life category 100,000 Ghana cedis. See, do it one, do it twice. The next moment, you won't be the one to tell them to make it the ultimate or to put premium on it. Okay. They will shift. In fact, they will find a way to bend their rules and regulations to suit your agenda. Okay. Then I always use Afro Nation as an example. The inception of Afro Nation had nothing like a piano stage on it. It is people that actually had to pay to make sure they bend those rules for whatever agenda they are trying to drive
to come to stay.
So yes, if we always cry, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when we want to cry in this country, we cry with just our mouth. But when it comes to doing the do, then everybody is missing in action.
I see.
Because this thing that the Beside says they are going to do for high life musicians or like people who are doing the high life categories, I'm asking myself, what will be the incentive? What will push these music award schemes to say, okay, now we want to focus on it? And would that even be a major cause for somebody that is probably flying or an Amare to come and tell me she wants to come and do high life? It will only be interest, incentives, and business. Okay. If the person sees that, Charlie, the person that is winning, see, reggae dancehall artists in Ghana always cherish reggae dancehall awards that they win elsewhere because of the premium that those people put in it. So if in this country we want to put a certain premium on a certain category, and we go that direction, it will encourage people to say now we want to do it. But if it is just about
what interest would a firm like Charterhouse get from doing this?
That's what I'm saying. It will only be a business interest. So if you want to tell
business interest for Charterhouse?
Yes.
How?
It means what? So if we are to make the high life genre or high life category the topmost, what is in it for them?
No, to them, whatever they are doing, that is their topmost interest.
And to them,
their topmost interest even will be for more of the genres to flourish and not to pick just one.
And to them, as it stands, per their books, the category that brings them the most money, that makes the most business sense to them, is the Artist of the Year category and none other.
Exactly.
Which is why they can even stamp their chest, regardless of the cry from Keche and other people to say the Group of the Year category, we are not bringing it back.
Yeah.
It is because it doesn't make business sense to them. So if you want them to make high life category the topmost, they would ask you, what is in it for us? If we make high life category the topmost, how much are we going to get out of it? What is the high life traction currently? For them to move, they don't need you to tell them. Make that traction around it. Create that conversation. That's what I'm saying. If the people saying we should make it the topmost, if they were to come and say we are putting 1 million Ghana cedis down for any award scheme that will make high life category
to come and tap from.
Yes, to put premium on high life categories. They would not need to even write a letter to these award schemes to tell them to do it. They would rather come chasing them. And you see, before you realize, they will twist the categories to the extent that the high life categories that they want would be the topmost, without anybody actually forcing anybody to go and do high life. It is a business decision and interest in what they are getting out of it. So if we want to preserve high life, yet the people that we want them to, or people who are using their resources to do things, we can't tell them what they will get out of it, then let's not start this conversation.
Okay, Roland Amate has started the conversation for us beautifully. Let me go on to Intim Dode Solomon and ask about this high life conversation that has read its head again, and this time round recalls that there are some things we need to do before we be able to get it right. Chawu, what do you also have to say?
Yeah, you see, one thing that activists in general get it wrong all the time is they say what they want without thinking about others or what others will get from it. This is a good example of it. that I have called is high life activist kind of person. He's championing high life music. Yeah. So he's an activist pushing that high life will be bigger than any other genre that we have in Ghana. And because of that, he is blind, or he has conveniently ignored the fact that the award scheme is also a business for somebody. He is not even looking at that. Just telling them to make high life as their topmost category without you telling them that it will make business sense, it's a non-starter. You didn't tell them what they stand to benefit if they do that.
Yes.
If you can't tell them that, it's a non-starter. You don't even have to start that conversation.
They should be patriotic.
Because they should be patriotic. The musicians themselves will not do it if it will not make business sense. Even if they do that, they will not get any musician to nominate because it won't make business sense, even for the musicians to do high life. So starting this conversation shouldn't even be about the award schemes. They don't come in because award schemes, they don't tell anybody what to do.
What will be happening,
They look at what is going on and then they do their business to fit in. Award scheme don't decide anything. I'm surprised that award scheme is the first place that they are going to for a solution like this. No. In fact, it's a misplaced priority from the beginning. Because award scheme, they don't tell musicians what to do. They don't push things for musicians to go their direction. No. Award scheme look at the musicians, what they are doing, what is going on, and then they do a business plan. Award scheme is a business plan.
That's true.
To fit what is happening so that they can also make their money. So the categories that we have and how they go about it, they look at what is happening before they create the categories.
Okay. So it's not as if the moment someone calls for it,
then everybody will come there. No. That's why TGMA at a point will take some categories out and then bring some in or try to modify things and all that. They are looking at the market. What is happening? What can we make? What kind of changes should we make? What will make business sense to us? So the people who are driving things, who are controlling things, are not the award scheme.
They are not the main people.
No. They just look at the business environment and then they will craft something to fit in. So they are the least people that we have to go to. But if you don't take care, it will look like they are the one controlling things.
Okay.
Because at the ultimate, that people are looking up to them in terms of the rewards that people are getting and the endorsement that they are getting. So you feel like if they endorse you, then it means that's the thing also. No, but they are not the one controlling it. They are just looking at the market and then feeding people what they want.
Taking advantage of the market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the musicians that we have, they don't also do any genre because they want to preserve it. They do it because they can make
How
money
much they are making from it. Yes.
So if they feel that, now if you do amapiano, you make money, then all of them are doing it. Nobody forced them to do it, or they didn't start doing amapiano because our scheme will reward amapiano people. No. True. They started it because when you do amapiano, you will make money. People love it. You will sell more. You will get more streams.
Because that is what everybody's listening to.
That is what they want. So the market decides where we should go. And even the award scheme people, the TGMA, they are also following where the market is going.
Of course.
It has nothing to do with who is in control. So even if anybody can influence what is happening, I love the way somebody like Way Your Thing, he also made a submission. Way Your Thing submission for me was the best way to go.
Okay.
He said that as a producer, you can create a beat, Highlife beat, and then try to convince musicians that, Charlie, if you ride on this beat and you can get a hit, or if it hits, people will just come there. And that is it. If you are a producer and you can convince somebody to ride on a Highlife beat, and then that person gets a hit, you will get
out of that,
following the same steps. Because now this is where the hit is.
At a point, every musician wanted to be a reggae dancer artist.
Yes, because that's where you get a hit.
True.
You get called up for shows, you make money, so they will come. So it's all about business. This is economics 101.
Find why.
Yes, economics 101. What people want is what you produce. And the same way the award schemes are operating. That's why at some point, they didn't have anything like international music something. But international artist of the year, it wasn't from the beginning that they had it. But when they saw that, okay, now we are getting more international influence in our music
and collab,
space, then it will be prudent for us to add it. And then they brought it in. Because at that time, Nigerian music is here, the influence is so huge. A lot of our artists were collaborating with Nigerian musicians and all that, so it will make business sense for us to create an international artist here. And then they did it. When they see that it is going down, they will stop. The same way that we had a group artist of the year. Now they see that we don't have enough groups, and they won't see
the same
group energy
winning every year.
So they have there's nothing in here for us. So they have scrapped it. So let us not even look at award scheme and think or feel that they are the one controlling what is happening here. No. They are just looking at the market, just that they are good at their job. So they look at the market, what will fit in, and they are taking advantage of it. They are the least people that we should even look up to when we want to preserve our music, because they are not interested.
Yeah.
They are interested in the business side of it.
Sharp.
So if musicians look at, that's why in fact it became, we can even look at why they awarded Shatta Wale at a point Highlife song of the year.
I mean, Highlife song of the year.
Yes, Highlife song of the year. Why would they award him if he is a dancehall artist? Because at the time, Shatta Wale's song when it comes to Highlife, was banging. Everybody was, into it. It was a nice song, and it was making business sense at the time. So they just came in to award him.
Yeah.
That is their job.
Yeah.
They are awarding what will make business.
Their excellence. Their definition of excellence.
What will give more attraction. That's what they are doing. So they are the least people that we have to look up to if we want to preserve our music. Because for them, it's business as usual. They can pretend and say that, oh, we are trying to grow the industry and all that. But
it's business alongside.
Yes. At the end of the day, business first. And based on the benefits that will come out of it, then music can also benefit. Or musician can benefit. So for me, I think he's looking at the wrong place, and I'm not surprised because that's how activists in general talk.
Okay.
Even if you take it out of music and you come to business or social issues, those who are fighting for equal justice, whatever, they don't think about the economic implication of it. They only think about it should be done this way.
Just for their interest.
Just for their interest. Because according to them, that would be fair. They don't care about the implications, what will happen after we go
doing it their way.
Yes, they don't. And so I'm not surprised that if you are activist for Highlife, you will also think like
Start
that.
speaking like
that. But it's a wrong place to even start. The best place to start is that what are the incentives if you are doing Highlife music now? If you can give us the incentive, that is it. The award scheme will jump in quickly. You don't have to beg them or you don't have to start anything with them. Just let it make sense to musicians. So they will jump in there, make more Highlife songs.
Content,
and the award schemes will have no choice than to come in and then do their thing. That is it. So for me, he started from a wrong note.
Now, I wonder why we even still think that because we want to go international, we should package Highlife. Like, I still don't get that conversation.
You know, the funny thing is, one of the funny things is that, you see, TGMA did not create the Afrobeat song of the year or Afrobeat artist of the year because they wanted to preserve Afrobeat.
It was banging.
Yes, that was the order of the day.
Yes.
That is the order of the day. They are just doing business.
So if you want somebody to preserve our music, award scheme, TGMA should be the least place
to come to mind.
In fact, let's encourage the musicians to do this.
Yeah.
And you don't need to even go and tell them the award schemes to come and do it. I said they themselves will write letter to you and be begging you that we want to do this for you. We want to help you. We want to help you. Yes. They themselves will come and say,
you allow yourself to be helped.
Let's help you.
So he should come again. I think this is a wrong approach and it will not work.
Well, we still wish them well. I think that as much as whatever sound you are doing is paying, we should not be bothered much.
Yeah.
We should not be bothered much because you are here in Ghana. You go to events, you go to places, and you know what sound they are playing. So if you force yourself and we call it Highlife and the people are still not going to buy it because the name alone and the categorization alone does not do the magic. It's about what is coming out. What is coming out does the magic. And I wonder why today we are still looking for Highlife music to be the Ogboro before you say that Highlife music has arrived. No, we don't need to even do that. But then we still leave that one for another conversation. Now let's move on to the next business. And the next business will surely be about Stonebwoy, who has been captured after his graduation in a short video with Cookie T, talking about the fact that very soon we are going to see him in Parliament. And that's when you see him, you know that Honorable the shoe customized. And he said he will be the MP for Ashaiman. In fact, he actually mentioned 2028. And we are not too sure if this 2028 thing Stone is saying it is real or he is joking with it. Now, every musician who thinks deep into his career has an exit plan. Could it be Stonebwoy's exit plan that he would need to go to school and his exit plan is to enter into politics? In fact, people are even wondering, is he going to be NPP or NDC when he comes for the 2028? And he said 8 in the upper pie. I remember he said, I like the 8 in the Ah, my goodness. Well, let's go listen to Stonebwoy in this video, and when I come back, ask my people how they also see this, and could it be the reason the gentleman had to go finish his degree course at Gimpa?
Lectures, not normal today. You were very day. Lectures, not normal today. You were very day.
Yeah, my deans, my lectures, because I did public administration and governance. Boy, I ain't playing. Look at your MP. Oh gosh. Look at your MP. Look at your MP.
For which constituency?
Yeah. Look at your MP.
Baby girl, congratulations to you as well.
Yo, say me pass say na my dress say na me ni constitution ni kasa untie me no mamba anko say shoot and ten bi anka me pepe parliament steady me customers me di can me shoot so never parliament. What you talking about? And your customers see.
So we are in 2024. And are we talking 2028, 32?
28. I ain't playing about it.
Okay.
It's the 8.
The incoming MP.
What are you talking about?
Our constituency winning all years.
Ashaiman is my base.
Well, so that was it there, and he said Ashaiman is his constituency. As a matter of fact, I know by this time if there is a sitting MP on be warned. I'm sure it is part of the reason Stonebwoy says he's coming to do Ashaiman to the world again, because if he is coming to be the MP there, then it means he needs to come back and cement his status there. Chemo, how do you see this? How do you react to this?
I think time will tell.
Man go learn.
Yes, he may change his mind with time, or he will affirm what he is saying today.
Okay.
And political games or politics is different from doing entertainment or having people loving what you do and all that. If you have just a little experience in politics, you will see that it's a different thing altogether. Yeah, for the little that we know and the little that we have been
experienced,
the experience that we have, it's a two different thing altogether. So I think time will give him more room to decide whether that will be a good exit plan or he should look elsewhere. I think time will tell. But yes, there's nothing wrong to have ambitions or to try to say that you want to help your people. I think yes, he is not so different from others who have taken similar routes or who are trying to do something similar. So for me, I think it's okay for him to think like that, or even say that he wants to go that direction. But this is too early for us to say that it means he will do it or not. I think time will inform him what to do next. Because politics and the way that it is played is so different from the way that people see it. Like you can move around, people will be praising you like
you might think you are popular, so that's it, a done deal.
Even when we were in school, the little that we saw, those people that get more fans, talk about it happens several times. Because in politics, when you are that popular and you don't have other things to cement the kind of popularity you have, and why you are popular, people see you differently. You see, when I was in school, I was very popular, and people who were not closer to me thought that I'm just I'm not intelligent. Let me use that word. I was really popular, so people who were far from me or who were not part of my class, they see me as that guy are only there.
He's dancing.
He's dancing and he's joking, kind of thing. Including even one of my teachers. Until he came to class after exam, he came to class to mention names of those who were on top, like after the marks.
Yeah.
And then he mentioned the name, Intim Dodu Solomon. He's the best student in the class. And then
you stood up.
And then
he was like, you.
What? And I'm saying, yeah, it's me. So from that day, his opinion about me changed. In fact, I was the one that he would call to send for him to do banking transaction for him, for me to go somewhere for him, just after knowing
that particular year.
Yes. So imagine all that he knew about me was me dancing. The impression about me was, oh, that guy on the horse and only serious. And in fact, majority of people see those into entertainment like that. So if you want to do politics, how are you going to change that opinion? Whether it is true or not, it's different thing altogether. So that's why I'm saying that time will tell. Like, time will tell him that this is how people think about you. How are you going to change it? How are they going to take you serious that, oh, it's not you just singing or doing entertainment business. You are intelligent enough to represent them. It's a different thing altogether. So let's give him the time. Now that he's saying that this is what I want to do, I hope that he will work towards it. Because just saying it, it will not take you anywhere. And people will not take you serious just by saying it. If you remember, I said a similar thing when Shatta Wale said that people love him and he wants to, one day he can even be a president. I said that yes, just saying it is one thing, by making it happen is another thing, and you have to work hard, especially if you are an entertainment person. You have to work harder to change minds about you.
Abeku Santana has also mentioned this before.
Yes.
He said when he was doing his concert thing on radio and on TV, at a point people were not taking him serious. So he wanted people to change that perception. The only thing he had to do was to let the people know he's now coming to contest for a political party.
Exactly.
And that was how he changed that perception.
Exactly. So it's not easy for an entertainer, especially in Ghana, to enter politics. You have to do more work for people to take you serious from the beginning, for you to even have a chance to do anything for them. So I wish him all the best, but he should just from now on, if indeed he wants to do politics, then he should find a way to prove himself in terms of being serious about it, and he can equally represent his people like the way that the politicians do it. That's his task now. Just saying
it's not just about going to the school to get the degree.
No, not at all.
And your customized shoe.
No, not at all. In fact, that one, it will not. If you just rely on it, you will lose the election to somebody that you thought that the person wasn't popular. If you think like that, you will lose it total. So for me, I think if he wants to go that direction, then he has a lot of work to do, and then there's time for him because he's looking at 2028.
Yeah.
So there's more time for him, but he should start now.
He has 4 years, so there's no time.
He should start now doing something, but just a degree and having the popularity because you are a celebrity or you are a musician will not do the magic. But I mean, it's possible. So for me, I wish him all the best. Yes.
Okay, Ro, come through. Let me also listen to you.
Well, I think somebody like John Dumelo even faced some of these things. I mean, the few people in the entertainment industry that took this particular project or decided to enter into politics have all faced some of these backlash or these perceptions with regards to, okay, these are just entertainers. We only call on them when we want to enjoy.
When we want to have fun.
When we want to have fun. That's when we call on them. So mostly, I remember when John Dumelo was running his campaign, the one at the opposition told, but you have
MA concert. Yeah, I also remember this.
Yeah, and that was
I also remember this. I'm a concert. Wow.
For somebody who is well accomplished in his field, including other businesses. That's at that time too. He was having his farm thing, and he was very successful in it. Yet still, and he said, "Yeah, mayor concert." Even after throwing money,
the politics is not for concert.
Because your popularity is linked to that entertainment, and they see it as concert.
You see, and sometimes I believe some of the mistakes that sometimes we also in the entertainment industry do or think about is the fact that okay, we only think politics is just a popularity contest. That's what sometimes gets us, like it sways us off. Okay, for us to think that okay, we can. Oh, we have some more fans. I have fans. When I go online, I see their numbers. When I hit the streets, people hail at me. It doesn't happen that way. It will shock you that when it comes to politics, there's people that will hail at you when you are going for a show, will sit down in their house and be looking at you like this when they are coming for a political campaign. Those people will just be looking at you to shock you that the same people that will hail at you on the street will be there, and they will sit down and watch you because you are probably waving a different political flag. And that is how serious the whole thing is. So yes, if entertainers would want to go into politics, I mean it's like
See? Baby girl, congratulations to you as well.
Know that as much as we may be like available to entertain you, it is not just about entertainment for us.
We also have some things within
exactly us. And if the person has been able to manage his career as a business and become successful in it, then the probability that he will be able to also manage certain things, that resources that you're going to put on him, is also high. So when people like Stonebwoy and the likes will like make such statements or make moves like that, well, to us it is a good news, but the complacency is what we would always pray against. Because sometimes some of our people are so complacent.
They are so sure.
Look at what happened to Obo. It's similar.
Hey.
Or you're popular.
Or people will buy tickets and go. But I see those people, when it comes to deciding whether we want this same person,
decision is different.
They said no.
Are we saying the same thing to Baba Sadek too?
For him, it's
his
different.
His conversation is a little different because he is not always at the forefront entertaining. He is always at the administrative level.
Okay.
You understand? So to politics, it is about administration. It is about administration first. It has even nothing to, yes, the person may be at the forefront and the person may be a public figure or public speaker. That is one of the requirements. But then it is about administration. Which is why regardless of how popular you are, people will still come and say, what is your manifesto? What are you going to do for us? Give us a list of the things that you want to promise us. Or even if you don't do it, you come and tell us. They know you are popular. They know you. They acknowledge the fact that they know you. But they will still ask for what your administrative
They will test you.
Yes. What you have to do administratively. And that is to them. And to them and to the public or the people who vote for you or who decide to vote for you. It has nothing to do with, okay, see my company, I have managed my company to successful. No, it is not that. If not, all the richest people in Ghana would have been politicians.
Yeah.
Like they will go and catch them and vote for them by force.
You're right.
If not, all the richest people, because they have successful companies that are very popular, everybody knows. But then they are not into politics because to the public, it is not about.
No, that office is a hard office.
Exactly. So we wish him well, and especially looking at how limited the time is. Well, everybody and their dream. That's why when I see people charging on some of these people in our space, go international, go and do this, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. I said, do you know the person's motive in coming to the industry?
You have to still go international, whether you like it or not.
Do you know the person?
Go to the international for them.
Do you know the person's dream? Yes, you may like the person and you may wish that the person will do certain things because you admire the person or you like the person, but you shouldn't also lose sight of the fact that the person also has his own visions and things he would want to achieve, and at every level. maybe already give me our also some talker.
The yam comes, sir.
Yam come cap back up. You understand? So we would wish him well. We would wish him well, and me, one of the things that in when our people decide to venture into politics is changing the way they look. Changing the way they look from Ras Mubarak, War, among other people that are in the entertainment industry, and whenever they would want to go into that particular political arena, they would want to conform to some of the rules and regulations there. I know it is very difficult, especially when you want to penetrate. I know,
because if you don't do it,
exactly my point. But you see, and it is one of, I believe it is one of the reasons why they will still, from the initial stages, they will still see you not like you don't mean to be part of us. Maybe from the initial you are just pretending. That is how I feel, because I am just looking at, okay, if indeed we want to create a perception for these people to know that, okay, regardless of how they appear even in the music space, they can still help us run this country administratively. Why should we always conform to changing our looks when we don't play by those rules in our space?
Yeah, and again, the real work is not about how you look. It's
not about how you look. So in that sense, you still come back, as much as you want to give them change the narrative, you still indirectly come back to the perception that, oh, when I look this way, I am not a serious person. Or when I look that way, I am not a serious person. Because I am looking at Stonebwoy, if he should even win the Ashaman seat, he taking his locks off.
Yeah, because of that tradition.
Exactly. And if he would want to at least not quit the music entirely, but would want to as it were be doing it maybe part-time or something, then that means the brand is totally changed. And I am looking at
the brand direction.
Somebody like Daddy Lumba also changing his image because he would want to go into politics. So if we want to create or scrap that particular perception, it should also start with how we also want them to see us in terms of appearance.
Okay.
Because if you want to tell them, even after wearing the suit and tie and whatever, on my dreadlocks, it's still not enough, then I don't think there's any better way they would ever see us serious.
I see. Chamo, do you want to comment on it? I felt.
I mean, for the looks, if you don't want to change, then you don't belong there, because politics is a game. And you play according to
how it is played.
If you can't play it like that, forget it. You're just going to waste your time and your money. If you have any other look and you want to do politics in Ghana here, forget it. You are just wasting your time and your money. It's because it's not even about the politicians that you are going to compete with. It's about the people who are going to vote.
The electorate.
Yes. And for them, if you don't look a certain way, they don't vote for you. So you can't just tell them that this is how I look, vote for me. Oh, you will vote for you, come, obey later I say fear delegates.
but I still
delegates.
It should still start from somewhere.
Even though Kumantis of it.
Yes,
all of them.
But they are people,
it will take time.
Exactly.
Then you will start behaving like them. Then you are in the game. The only way you can have that look is after raining. Then you can go back to it.
That is mine. So my own is that I am looking at the people who, whenever they get such positions, because I am looking at, Obo did not win his seat, but in terms of being in government or administratively, he has
succeeded.
Yes, he has a position.
So now
and he's doing extremely well.
Yes.
So bringing back that perception will help. It may not be direct, like to the tide or to the storm like that, but at least you are gradually, indirectly or directly finding a way to tell them that even after getting it, I can still do this or look this way and still do the job for you. Because Obo once in a while grabs mic to perform. He does it. So he's not quit music entirely. So if we can't do this,
but for now, I'm sure.
Because he's not doing a
for now, he's quit.
And I'm also looking at people that would want to sacrifice, because in that sense, like Chemo said, if you want to go and tell them, I look this way, so vote for me. Yeah, but wait here. And it will take a group of people to sacrifice for a period for the people to accept it. Because the people that have accepted a particular look, it is because that look has been sold to them for years.
And they see it to be normal.
And they see it to be normal. So if you want to break that genes, there would definitely be some group of people who would have to sacrifice and say, we want to just use ourselves to create that picture, and the rest can follow. But why? Why more?
Well, we wish everyone in the showbiz space who would want to take a political position well. We know it is not easy. Your popularity alone cannot win the vote. But the fact that you have put that determination on, that you will do it, keep doing it. Who knows? Maybe you are going to be the first person to change the story. So let's see how it goes. Everybody's dream and everybody's plans are not the same. So your dreams and your plans might meet the way you want it. So it is what it is. Congratulations once again to Stonebwoy for that one. Now, in my next story, I'm asking that who should be blamed when Burna Boy, in his bid to get closer to his fans, was seen about breaking his neck. Yes, he nearly created Father Bernard. And as you can see in this video, man was performing. He was on his stage. He was comfortable on the stage. He decides to jump onto one of the speakers in front of him, and he decided to jump on one of the speakers in front of him, and he's falling. Whose fault? I know Roland has the answer. Roland has this answer. I know. So whose fault? Who would you blame for this?
Yes, I'll blame Burna Boy. Oh yeah.
You?
Yes.
Oh, stop it.
No, in this instance, you see, there are so many instances where me personally, I would first apportion the first blame to the organizers or the people in charge of managing the stage before even going to the artist. But then, on the stage design, there are designated spots for entry and exit. Unless those places were not made, or unless those provisions were not made. So if you, the artist, as much as you would want to get close to your fans, as much as you would want to have your way in and around the stage, for the organizers, they've made everything possible just to make you comfortable. So if you make extra demands at that dying hour, you do it at your own peril. And that is the decision Burna Boy took. There are certain musicians who will jump off stage, like they will jump from the stage into the crowd, hoping the crowd will catch them. When you fall, how do you blame the organizer? He created the stage for you.
No, but wait, that's what I'm saying. We've gone to do sound check where you have jumped on some of these speakers.
Of course, I have.
In front of the stage.
Exactly.
To see how stable they are.
Exactly.
That's why I am saying, why are you blaming him? Because when we go for sound check, I say something Roland does well. All the speakers in front of the stage, he will stand on it, jump, and make sure it is safe. Who did this one for Burna Boy?
So first, me, I'll blame Burna Boy. Then I will go to his team. The people that are supposed, because if you know your artist very well, you know what your artist usually does on stage. So some of these things, the organizers may not provide directly, but if you're a team member and you are part of the team checking some of these things, I believe it is one of your responsibilities. Even if the artists don't ask, we'll do some of these, like we'll check some of these things. That is just on the side. Me, I'll blame the artist more because there is an entry and an exit. So if you want to go beyond,
but that what he did is part of performance antics, where he feels there are some speakers, and oftentimes they know these speakers are strong, that you can go and stand on it and
these are power speakers.
Yes.
But you see, it is not all the time that you are going to get your way. That is me, my own. You won't get your way all the time.
The first one was okay. He did two.
Yes, he kept the first one. The second one.
The first one.
The first one, he still on it well.
It was okay, but he was still wanted more. I had a Father Bernard in the Bible. This one, you see the people self were there trying to secure his stance. You see, So they knew, okay, everything was.
But it's never formed too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Never formed too much. Now I speak as the crowd. Because everyone speakers they was throw any stage, you know, almost the same.
Exactly. So if you really want to come that particular way, first, unless you are, if you are not sure as an artist, you see, if you are not sure as an artist, you can also signal your security or the people in front of you for them to know I am coming this direction. So if it is not safe, anybody can prompt you. So the first decision is from the artist. Then before I come and blame the handlers or whoever is supposed to check some of these things. For this one, the first, and if some of these things happen, I'll blame the organizers. Okay, you did not create demarcations, you don't make these provisions and all that. But this one, the organizers has nothing to do with this. It is just the artists and his handlers. These are the people that I will blame for this particular instance.
Well, he was so strong, he didn't leave the mic still. He still held on to the mic firmly.
Bye-bye.
And again, it also tells me about something that Shatta Wale always wants, that artists don't want fans far away from them when they are performing, because I'm sure that is what caused it. He was looking forward to get closer to the fans more, instead of keeping the fans so far away from him. And unfortunately, this happened. Well, who would you also blame?
Oh, it's solely on him. I mean.
Oh, Charlie, you're the man now, the crowd.
Because.
Nipa Kotia is a must.
Yeah, the stage is, if anything happens to him based on the stage thing, like what they have provided for him, then you can blame the organizers. But outside the stage, it's no more the organizers' fault. It's you. It's nice sometimes you do your antics to add more to your craft. That one is addition to whatever that you want, not from the organizers. Because if you jump like that and then the fans are giving you fans and all those things, they will not say that, oh, the organizers did well, so you were able to jump and do that. No. It will go to you. You are the one giving them what they want. You are the good performer. So if you suffer any incidents based on whatever that you were looking for, I mean, you have to take it. I mean, so, and it's an accident. It can happen. So you just take it like that. Next time, maybe you can tell your team to check some of this. Not that, like you are going to do it too, but in case.
You are
like when you were saying that when you go for a show, sound check, Roland will.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
But it doesn't mean Shatta by all means will go and stand on it.
Sometimes he doesn't do. Sometimes
yes. So based on that, he's doing it, and maybe even if it's not standing well, Roland may not be able to order the organizers to change the position or whatever, but rather you caution your artists that, hey, I had don't go and stand on this one because it's not in a good position for you to do that and all that. So yes, maybe going forward, this is why we say that experience is expensive. After this incident, by all means, the team will start, I mean, taking precautions or trying to, I mean, be sure that
check some of these things.
Some of these things will be checked. But this one is just an accident and it's solely on him. We should just move on. Maybe he's lucky that nothing serious happened to him, because after that he still did his thing. He was walking and holding his mic. So
no, but he's strong because the way that thing happened. If he wasn't strong, like the way he fall.
It's just like Amrado. When Amrado fell off stage. You see, for him, the stage
drowned him.
Exactly. For that, you blame the organizers.
But outside the stage, you just like Roland said, you could have used the exit.
Yes, there's an entrance and exit point.
And so it was something extra. And yes, sometimes it is nice to go that extra, but know that anything can happen.
There's risk involved.
And this is one of them. So this one is solely on him.
Well, let's move on to do our very last story before we run away from here. I've chanced on a video from a young gentleman who has put out a request to Shatta Wale, and I want to ask my people what they think about the request, the good, the bad, and even what advice they would also give to Shatta Wale about this request. And again, I'm also asking when some of these requests comes, what are the things the artist is likely to even consider before thinking about whether to do a yes or to do a no. He spoke in Ghana, so when he's done talking, Roland will take his time to explain to us what he said in there before Chemo would also come in. Now let's go watch it. I'll be back.
Ghana neno ni nyama enele mimbo here ke piper mo nyama Shatta Wale no pafa Ghana neno ni ote Kumasi no trafi Kumasi Invasion Project I will keep keep and we put boys P on like Bonyama lencha onunya kaneda onunya kane pelefe mo femo ye Ghana mane no te Kumasi ye ni oya trouble se kono aka me bomoden ameme bibio no to amomo ke onunya fio kuno kapeta me se mene kumo kane wulu ni pele ye pi se ya shon wapwe mo kotumo kimpaluta mene kumo airwave se ni okomo kutumo amrado okomo kutumo neke boys na fe no wa mene kwa me future pimbo modern ni ohana me ba limelight me wani jin fe na me nyama ehin le fonko min dumo nye me ga me fe ana min pabo fa mi mona ne mi to makebo ake ofe Accra Invasion Project eyawo ni wo ba chele AIP oba chele hype ni wolenche oba kwen wo fon wo chichi no oba hype lojo ba nyama men pabo fai wagame won taubo won needibo oye hia wo ko no nye papa pete wo se ani wo jemfa na wo eko won pabo fai infelis fio ko ya bia na ni imache oblahin kome no bu amelala to kwenu ni ya no ya me wla shinemi no kama pete oye no fe neke hype program neji AIP Accra Invasion Project ne
I hear his name is Ridwan, a member of the Barry Fan Base Association. And first of all, summarize it and you continue as Chemo will close the show for us.
Okay, so the long and short of what the man said was during the Comerican era, when the whole Comerican drill was on, Shatta went to Kumasi out of his own will, went there, selected some few people, worked with them, threw spotlight on them in terms of putting them on a project and making sure he gives them that mileage according to what he also has. Sponsored some of the things that he did even there. And out of that, he's pointing the likes of Amrado and some guys who are making waves now as part of the result of that particular effort that Shatta did in Kumasi. And he's saying that since Shatta is a guy and he lives here in Accra, why don't he replicate that particular move like the Kumasi Invasion Project, which the KIP, he would want him to do one here in Accra, and he gave a name AIP, which is Accra Invasion Project. And he, the latter of what he said was, like they appreciate Shatta, they know his worth, they know his strength, and they know how what he did in Kumasi is yielding good results now for the people. So they artists in Accra would also, especially the ones in the gang community specifically, would also want Shatta to come with such a similar project to also try and elevate most of the gang boys or the people in the gang communities, to also elevate them like he did for the Kumasi people. And that is the long and short of what he said.
Okay, so what do you think about it?
Come and help. It's good. It's good. I mean, for somebody to say, okay, we need help, to acknowledge the fact that they need help, and they would want to call on you to come and help them, well, it's good. For you to also have the will to go and help somebody, it's good. However, there are conditions to whichever move you would want to make. And it is one of the things that I would want them to understand. For Shatta to do a project and put these boys on, one of it is, as much as it is very easy for him to do, it is also difficult for him to do, because there are so many factors involving this particular project. What they don't understand, or what they have not factored is out of the fact that there are so many things around it. Who is involved? What is involved? What will be the conversation as far as putting these boys on? What are some of the things the boys also are doing in order for them to say, okay, we are also availing ourselves to be part of it? Sarkodie, when Sarkodie did the BB project, he selected, there were so many people that applied, but he selected
those he wanted
to work with. So they should understand that it is not just about Shatta putting the boys on. That is making the boys go haywire, or that is making the boys blow now. But it is also out of the efforts that the boys also put in to attract him to say, I want to do this for them.
Yeah.
So they should also consider that particular thing from their side, the kind of conversation they want to have with Shatta, which will make him say that, okay, I want to do this for them. And they should also know that what was done in Kumasi can be done in Accra and it will fail. Because these are two environments, two different sets of people that he may be dealing with.
Okay.
So if you tell him straightforward that, oh, they are here in Kumasi, no, come and do the same thing in Accra, the conversation is
might change.
Yes, it's not a full conversation for me. Tell him or give him like a roadmap to what you think when he does for the people, it will utter well for them. If it is about just a feature, Shatta has done so many features for people, even aside featuring
and it's not as if it is even an automatic blow when he does features for them.
Exactly. And again, he has even what they say, put them on. I can count, see the number of people that Shatta has posted on his socials, that he's even giving them that spotlight, mention them and all of that. Like plenty of which most of them are the people in the communities that he is talking about. So yes, we understand, or Shatta understands what he is doing, but at the end of the day, well, for him to make a call like this, it will not hurt anybody, it will not do anything to anybody. But he should also understand that Shatta also has a plan for himself, and he would want something aside his plan, would also want something to push him to come and say, I want to do this, and how to even go about it is the same thing. So it is not just about the fact that he's done Kumasi invasion project, so he should come and do a Accra invasion project. Maybe they can propose a different thing, a different idea,
project. Yeah,
exactly. That will, maybe if this is for music, Accra can be for a different direction. Then that is how we grow a whole industry. If not, and I can also tell you that, you see, the people that he has listed, if none of them, regardless of how Shatta would choose people from the Accra or the Gang community, if he chooses people and none of the people in his list appears in that project, there will still be a problem. So they should know that the conversation is bigger than just invading Kumasi to say, I want to put these people on, or I want to help these people. There are lots of factors. So if they consider that one, the pressure would reduce, and they would understand why probably Shatta has not done it yet, or is probably going to do a different thing in a different direction in Accra.
Wow, Chamo, close the show for us.
Yeah, this one there I'll make it quick. It's what the guy said. Yeah, Roland has explained it, and I think it's a non-starter. The reason is that Shatta was attracted by what was happening in Kumasi.
Exactly my point.
Yes, it wasn't like Shatta one day woke up and said, oh, I'm going to invade Kumasi, let's go. No. In fact, he was tapping in on some attractive thing happening at the time.
The energy the boys were putting out, yes.
It was a motivation for him to say, okay, let's go. I want to do something for them. So you can't just get up one day and say that Shatta should come and help people in Accra like the way he did for people in Kumasi. No, it doesn't work like that. So I think the guy should go back, look at the Kumasi invasion, what
project,
what brought about it, and how Shatta went about it before he comes out to say anything. I think it will help him
Yeah, to equip himself with some information.
Exactly, and then be reasonable as well, because people who are sometimes demanding for things are not reasonable because they don't look at the principle here. They are not looking at Shatta Wale's interest. They are looking at their interest. So they don't care whether Shatta is happy about it, or whether not. Shatta has the capacity to do it. What, like, no, just come and help us. So I think it should be reasonable. So look at that project and see the elements and what pushed Shatta Wale to
do it. Yeah.
And then see whether you and your people, you have what it takes to do the same thing. Then you should be going through that path than to just come out and say Shatta should do the same thing for them because you have done it for Kumasi people. It doesn't work like that. So my advice to him is that he should go back, look at that project, the elements in there, the factors that push Shatta to even do it in the first place. Then he can say something better than what he is now proposing, because what he is proposing now is not good enough to even get Shatta to move.
If you had to speak to Shatta on this, what would you tell him?
He should ignore.
He should ignore?
Yeah, he shouldn't even say anything about it. Because it's a non-starter. Like, where are you starting from? If you are going to respond to him, what are you going to say? Like, go back. Or you now, Shatta should come and explain why he jumped on the Kumasi project, or why he did the Kumasi invasion. That's why I'm saying he should ignore, because it will take a lot of energy for him to explain himself. And then the danger is that they will now use some of the things that you will say to fight you. Like, you will come and say, oh, I didn't just go into the Kumasi project. I went in because of A, B, C, D. Then they will say, okay, because you don't have A, B, you don't want to help us. They are going to use your own words against you. So don't say anything for them to even get anything to
judge you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because those of the reasonable people watching,
they will still get it. Yeah.
Yes, knows what happened and they will get it. So this one, there's no need for you to come and comment or say anything about it. So my advice to Shatta is that he should ignore this one. He shouldn't say anything about it.
Well, we would have to end it all here. Interestingly, I also had my take on this earlier on on editorial. Yes, on the editorial, I had my take on it. So you can also go listen to what I said. I also gave them a caution, because I know most of these Ghana artists, many of them have fought with Shatta Wale. Many of them, in the name of beef. These are many more were said in that video. You can check it out after watching this as well. Special thanks to the production team, Digital Rasta, his God Currency, Richie Flex, and to the pandit here, Roland Amat. Hey, you are right. Rule. This is our wife who art in heaven. And I want you to read Nana Reagan's post. There's actually a post from Nana Reagan, who was wishing his wife to be happy birthday. The wife to be is in the country again.
I think it's
Ireland,
Ireland, yeah.
Ireland, okay. Ireland.
So it says,
what did Reagan write?
Happy middle. I wish you more success, God's divine blessings, protection and intervention.
All right, me. Protection and intervention.
Serious.
I want you to know that there's no limit to my love for you. May your added year be filled with joy, love, and all the greatness you deserve. I love you so much. Nanikia, and he added a love emoji to it.
Now comment under this post. Interesting. The way people are giving another Reagan fans like, hey, I'm up for the one man down. Obviously, one man is down. One man has fallen flat. Well, Nana Ikuya, happy birthday to you from the house. In fact, I hear you have been a fan of Sammy Flex TV since. So today being your special day, we can only say happy birthday to you, and hopefully officially you become part of the family in no time. That is the prayer. Officially, we want you to become part of the family, so that when you start giving birth, you name them Flex babies.
But tomorrow is also my birthday.
Hey, tomorrow is your birthday. Yeah, it's true. Hey, so your birthday comes after her. Oh, okay. But so we'll be posting you too, like they posted this one.
Time with it.
Anyways, thank you guys. Lady Solomon, thank you, and to you for watching as well. God bless you. We shall be meeting again in the Sammy Flex Speaks, the editorials, as well as Showbiz Daily tomorrow evening. We are out of here. Bye bye.